Okay, so for today we've got the delivery yesterday of my Woodland Mills WG, sorry about the light, WG 24 stump grinder. There's lots of videos on YouTube about this. I'll just make another one, why not? Okay, so sitting here on the crate, let me turn you around and we'll watch the unboxing and unpackaging of it. Hopefully we'll do a stump grind at the end of the video, okay? Okay, it comes on a pallet in a steel cage. The box. I'm gonna guess 14. 13. See what we got. Nicely packaged, damage free, always nice. And the price of bolts nowadays, there's lock bolts too. Yeah, they're metric. Anyways, there we go. I'm not sure how much assembly is needed here. I hope not that much. It's been 4 weeks and 3 days since I ordered it. It said roughly 4 weeks for delivery, but so yeah, 4 weeks, give or take a couple of days. This is well, it must be like a mud flat, a metal mud flat, I'm assuming. That goes right here. Just take it off for the skipping. Oh, whatever's in this is heavy. And or stuck. Oh, it's a PTO shaft. Wow, is that ever heavy? That is for shock absorption. Yeah, I guess you need it on this. See that? That's a mother. Oh wow, they give you a chainsaw holder. I know what this is because it's the same things on my my wood chipper. This must mount somewhere to hold your chainsaw down between the two blades to tighten it up. That's cool. I don't usually chainsaw and then stump grind. I usually chainsaw and then go back and stump grind, I guess. But I might put that on something else, ATV or something. Assuming that goes right there. Yeah. So in this here's your typical tractor instructions, tractor attachment instructions. So, recap. Heavy duty torque absorption PTO shaft, chainsaw holder, and this is your little instruction thing. I guess I could have left it like that. Hardware for something. A wrench. Instructions. Assuming this is about 800 pounds, so I'm not going to be lifting this up. I guess I should have rotated it to be able to back up the tractor. So let me bring you around. Show you the other side. So that obviously is the mud flap right there. That's going to go there. And there's your cutting teeth. And then the legs for it to sit on when you're not using it. Oh, pardon my... let's get you like that. So your 3-point connection pins, that's there. PTO shaft has got a red tag around it that says, did you cut your PTO shaft? Failure due to resultant damage, simply not covered under warranty. So yes, they want you to shorten the shaft for your required length. I'm not going to do that right away because I had an attachment that I bought once, and I made the shaft too short. And when the unit gets caught on something, the PTO shaft pops out, starts banging around, and I broke a universal joint. So too short of a shaft is just as bad as too long of a shaft. And what does this warning say? Attention, top link bracket must be rotated 180 degrees before using the stump grinder. Top link bracket must be rotated. This, they've done this down for shipping, so you have to flip that around. So loosen that nut, and that's what those bolts are for, is to reattach this in the proper position. So yeah, that did look kind of weird. It's kind of low, so it's got to be up here. So let's do that now. I'm going to call that either a 17 or a 19. It's kind of nice that they put those red stickers on there, because for us that don't read instructions, it is a 19. loosening the nut on the bolt. Now this should rotate. There we go. And then, I'm assuming these are well thought out for packaging. For shipping, I mean. So would you say go in from the back? It's going to be easier to do this than to try to get that nut on there. Oh, washer first. Damn it. Washer. Washer. Yeah, this is tricky. Oh, that wasn't too bad. All right, let's get this one back out. It's not that hot today, but really humid. Like soup. There we go. I'm going to say these are 19 as well. Of course I dropped them. Oh, there we go. I've wanted one of these for about 3 years now. I have the excavator, but sometimes you have to spend too much time on the bigger stumps, and this would be much better. Spend 3 hours with the excavator making a big mess. This is when you don't need to go down so deep. Just cover it up, like trees, stumps in the driveway or something like that, or near the driveway. Not worth making a mess with the excavator. All right, let me get a power bit here. Basically, this is a case of, there's so many different things you can do to get rid of a stump, but not of them all are called for. Excavator sometimes is not called for, or my case loader, like the bulldozer, is not called for, too much of a mess. Or this would be nice and tidy, and sometimes quicker. That's about 30 pounds. That's what this has got. Of course, keep an eye on it as you're using it. See if it starts to come loose. Should I put the chainsaw holder on it? Yeah, sure. Oh, I gotta put that mud flap on. I'd say these are 12. So the one thing I don't know is, does this go on top? I'm going to say on top. I'm going to say 12. It is not. It is 13. I was wrong. I thought I had a 13 out here. So that's that done. Okay, what's left? Let's take these legs off. Let's bring it back over here. Well, don't take the legs off, but I'll do them. These are bolted down. Heat socket. Okay, she's ready to lift up. So obviously those are the legs that you park it with. And you're probably going to want to lift them up once you mount it on the tractor. The cardboard there just to keep things from sharp from hitting that bottom plate. Alright, another label here. Did you cut your PTO shaft? Yeah. So basically I'll take this apart. I don't know if you can see that or not. Wow, is that ever heavy? Okay, what I'm going to say is there's only one way these two go together. There's a tight bump, and a wide bump. On here, there's a tight bump, and a wide bump. The wide bump goes into the wide bump hole. And what they're talking about is, if I get this back together, when you compress this, as low as it goes, that's as tight as it can go. It can't go any tighter. So if your pivot on the back of your tractor requires this to be shorter, you have to cut this one. Well, actually, I think you have to cut both to make it shorter. We're not going to do that just yet. And then you cut the plastic. We're not going to do that just yet. Oh, there's a grease fitting on here. There's grease on it. Because I don't know if we need to. Maybe a smaller tractor you have to, but this is a 45 horse. It's quite a big chassis. So I'm going to say no. I hope. I don't think it's 800 pounds. I think it's like 300 pounds. All right. I should be able to light up with that. Oh, I gotta put this. That PTO is so heavy. PTO shaft. Okay, I'm gonna spin the tractor around and we're gonna hook this up. Before I hook this up, your daily useless fact of the day is dragonflies. Let's see if you can see them. Oh, just a minute ago, there was thousands of them. Oh, there's one right there. So do you know that dragonflies are the most successful hunter on the planet? When they get a mosquito or another insect in their sights, it's a 99% that insect is done for. The kill rate is 99% of when they find a target and they hit it. I guess it's their maneuverability. Anyways, there's your useless fact for the day. Dragonflies are your friend. They eat mosquitoes like crazy. All right, back to the tractor. Let's see, this heavy one goes on this side. Just because once this is on, I don't want to be pulling that off all the time. Oh, there's a lock nut on here. not a lock nut, I guess it's a, sometimes it's like a, pop the pin, but I guess that doesn't have it. This has got actual bolt. I don't know how that works. Okay, yeah, all right, we gotta take that out. Don't take that out, this is not going to slide on. Once it's on, you put it back. There we go. Now, I'm actually going to take this back off because I'm going to show you what it looks like. We've got to put some grease on that shaft. Right there. That's the shaft, spline shaft. So I'm going to put some grease on that, and then I'm going to slide that back. And then what you do is you slide it in so that that bolt slides in that little nook there, right here. See if I can focus that right there. That's where the bolt goes in. And then what that does is it locks it from sliding that way. So we're going to do some grease right here just to keep that, because one day we want to take it apart and it's not going to come apart. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, let's get you down here. There you go. Here you can see that shaft. There's a grease fitting right there too. It's got grease on it, but we don't trust them. We do not trust them. We're gonna do more. Yeah, their grease is coming out, so they did grease it. We can trust them. I think that is it for the front, and there'll be one at the back, but it's gonna be inside that housing there. Or maybe not. Maybe you can get it from underneath here. Yep, there's a fitting there. Right underneath. These locking grease caps or grease nipple caps are really good. I spoke too soon. That one took grease. So I don't know. I think I was lazy. Anyways, I got some extra here I'm going to put in my tractor. On the same shaft at the back of the tractor. Alright, now we're going back to put that shaft on. It's greased. Okay. So usually you would hear a click, but there's nothing in there to click. So I'm gonna take this nut and bolt. I don't know why they didn't do a click thing, but maybe it's too light duty or something. This is heavier. I may have shoved it too far. There we go. Yeah, it's a balancing act here. All right, there we go. So the bolt slid through. This is probably, they didn't do the spring-loaded one because I think this is much more durable for the amount of shock that's going to be on this. Whoa, shit, wrong way, wrong way. There, I pulled it in to where it's touching the threaded, the nylon lock. So I'm happy with that. So that shaft is on. It won't spin because of course it's sitting on the ground. Remember what I said, there's only one way for this to go. If you want a tractor, you already know this part. There we go. I don't know if that's going to be too long for this tractor. Definitely for small tractors, it'll be too long. Thing I'm going to do is hook up the fuel. This has one of those release push pins. See that? The problem here is that I can't turn the blade to make this line up. So we're going to try to see if it works. Might get lucky. And we're not lucky. So basically I gotta get this off the ground so I can spin it and rotate the hole. There's no other way around that. Now we're going to back the tractor up and make these slide in and lock. And then hook this up. Got it? I think you saw that. See, that spins nice and clean now. Let's see if we can get it. I need to tilt this up. In order to do that, you gotta take this in. Need to get a bit of weight off it. Okay, now this thing should do what it needs to do. That's what we want right there. Now, Woodland Mills has videos on all these things that they sell. I'm obviously didn't watch it careful enough for this to be causing such a problem. Because you don't want to go through this. So now I gotta pull that, squeeze that pin, pop it in, you'll hear it go click. There you go, hear that? I hope you heard that. All right, and here's another label that says, did you cut your shaft? Well, I don't need to. This one's, I think on the smaller tractors you have to cut that. So we should lift up these legs, obviously. So they are out of the way. And basically, I should call this video how not to use the Woodland Mills wood chipper, because I don't want to be responsible. Tube, I guess we'll put that chainsaw bracket on. Just because I think these are neat. These are neat. Sorry, my air conditioning's running pretty much non-stop today. And I'm not wearing my microphone, so I apologize. That way or that way? All right, I'm going to say those are 19s as well. No, they're not. Right. 17. Bugger. That's not even 17. So maybe we go down to the other shed. I'll show you how this works. Basically drop your saw in there. Actually, I got one here, right in the back of the thing. Basically how that works. I'm gonna say, look at that. This is a, what is this? 18-inch blade, and you clear the thing. That's kind of, my other saw is a 20. It's gonna hit the steel plate. I guess you just mount it up. You just take it right there. And then you turn this and tighten it, the jaws, like the rubber squeezes. Yeah, that's locking the chain in really tight. Still get a bit of movement. Show you that. All right. See what that does. Yeah, let's go grind a stump. See if we can break it. We've got some grease nipples on here too. I should grease before we go. Right there. That's the pivot point. We're on both sides. I'm going to say those are dry. Or very little. We are good now. So I'm basically happy with that. I just wanted to get it down to that in the wintertime, if you come down here and you can't see the driveway, you don't hit that stump. Basically, I've done that. Now there's a rock right here, right there, and I don't want to, right there. I don't want to hit that rock with my new machine. But anyways, there's one. That was a big one. I had to turn the PTO lowering and height activation off so that it's running wherever it is. So that's what we got right now. So yeah, that's my first one. Was not pretty, but we got it down to where I wanted it for the wintertime access. Coming in here, didn't want to hit that. Anyways, there you go. Woodland Mills WG 24 Stump Grinder. Just takes a bit of getting used to, I guess, and but it did the job. And I would go down further like they do on the movies, on the videos on YouTube, but this whole property is full of rocks. I don't want to break it. Anyways, that's good enough for me. Okay, thanks for watching.